Good morning guys, I'm running really late. Today I'm going to tell you about the safety of Kenya, but I've got to go to the airport and get a flight right now. My Uber's waiting, so I don't want to hold him up too long. I really wanted to get a train, but I was unable to, and I'll tell you the reason soon, but right now I really got to go, so let's head to the airport. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Can I
Checking out.
Yeah, please. Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
You take care.
You too.
Bye.
Hope you visit again.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, bye. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. 5D. Thanks. I had arrived in Nairobi. The plane was delayed for like 2 hours, but you know, that's alright, that's kind of expected. Used to it after my 9-hour ordeal when I flew into Kenya. But that's another video, another story. I've arrived at this Airbnb, guys. This one is extremely good value. I mean, it's completely out of the city. It's near the airport, because where I'm going tomorrow, and it's not the airport, is going to be something really special that I hope that you'll tune in for, because it's extremely a very Kenyan experience. But I'll show you around this Airbnb and I'll tell you how much it costs and how big it is. It's like a whole family home. Got an epic deal here, guys. Probably the best deal I've got in Africa so far. But before I show you that, let's talk a bit about safety and a little bit about prices in Kenya. When I first arrived, if you've seen the videos, I was kind of a bit thrown off because my Uber driver, really nice guy. All the Uber drivers are really nice guys, and that's my recommended way to get around. You'll get the best price and you'll get genuine people. Anyway, so my Uber driver was driving me to my neighborhood where I was staying, and then we were pulling into the neighborhood that I booked on Airbnb. He put up the windows and locked the doors. I thought he thought I was going to do a runner or something. I was like, oh, fair enough. And then he's like, you know, this area is not that safe. He's like, you walk around here, even in the day, your stuff can get snatched. And he said it's guaranteed if you go out after 9 PM to get your stuff stolen. So that was that area of town. He said in other areas of town, it's extremely safe. That's in Nairobi. But other than that, I've walked around at nighttime with a local in Mombasa. All good. I felt absolutely safe. Actually, I was traveled a bit by myself during the nighttime in Mombasa. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say definitely don't do it, and some people say it's absolutely fine. I'd take something in the middle. Just feel, if you feel comfortable. If it seems okay, then just use your common sense. As I've said in all these is it safe country videos, don't walk down back alleys and stuff at night. You know, same common sense you use in your own hometown. I kind of avoided going out at night, only a few times when it was necessary, or if I was with local friends here. But during the day in Mombasa and in Nairobi, the two cities that I've traveled so far, that's what I would recommend. Take caution, but you should be okay. I think there are a few pickpockets around, so just be aware of your belongings. People in Kenya are incredibly friendly and open and ready for a chat at the drop of a hat, because English being an official language of the country, they just, you can really get into a good convo. They'll understand what you're saying and you'll understand what they're saying, and there's not really much confusion that goes on, which is really cool for such a widely different country. You know, there's no language barrier really. That's something that stuck out a lot to me. I bought most of my food from markets and supermarkets. Supermarkets are a lot more expensive than markets, obviously. Markets, you can get the best produce ever. You can get avocados that are like as big as my head for like 50 cents US, so that's just so much cheaper than anywhere else I've been by far, and they're like 6 times the size of normal avocados. So if you're into avocados, this is your heaven. Eating out at restaurants and stuff, I actually haven't eaten out at restaurants that much, so I can't exactly cover that part, but accommodation I can cover. Hotels you're looking at, like, depending on where you're staying, you're looking at like in between $20 and $50 a night, but I have been staying in Airbnbs my whole time here. Been avoiding hotels because after Ethiopia I spent a lot of money in hotels. I've been staying in Airbnbs. This Airbnb here, and you'll see it in a second when I take you for a tour, this is costing I think it's 30 US a night maybe. I'm not paying that, I'm getting it through the referral system. If you use the link down below you can also get $40 credit. I've managed to get all the accommodation on this trip for free of charge thanks to the referral system. Thanks to you guys for clicking on that link. It really helps out a lot, and also you guys get something out of it, so that's a win-win situation like I've said. But this house is normally $30 a night. The place that I was staying in Mombasa was like an almost 5-star. I mean, they called it 5-star, but it was just below, I'd say. That was costing, I think it was like 40 US a night, right on the beach. Really nice apartments, amazing, modern. The first place I stayed, that was like 20 US a night, and that was in an extremely sketchy area, so I do not recommend staying there, guys. But just have a look on Airbnb and have a look at the different listings and things and see what you can find for yourself. It's I recommend it more than hotels. Hotels, in my experience in Africa, are really expensive for what you get, for the African countries I've been to at least. Airbnb is definitely the way to go, and you get to stay in someone's actual house and like see local people. The woman that showed me around, her name's Naomi. She's like a classic old Kenyan woman. It's so cool, so friendly. She's like, I'm gonna come at 8 o'clock in the morning to pump the water for you. The water stops working. And I was like, okay, sure. So, you know, just little things like that. I mean, maybe you don't want to be woken up at 8:30 if you're asleep, but you know, you just get that genuine feel where you can't get with hotels really. Transport, Uber is really affordable depending on where you're going. I just came from the airport to this accommodation. It would have taken maybe 40 minutes. That cost me $8.30 US. The exchange rate is super easy to figure out here. 100 Kenyan shilling equals $1 US, so super simple. So yeah, Uber is really affordable. Otherwise, you can get the local buses, which I did in the last few videos. They are amazing. They play like big room club bangers and like old school rap. It seems like you're on a moving dance floor. They cost 50 cents to go for maybe like 10 Ks or something. It's such a good deal, and you get that local experience again. So try those out, just holler one down and try talk to them. Like I said, people speak English. You always find people speaking English here, so if you want to try the local transport and save money, it's a win-win situation, then I'd recommend that as well. You can also get motorbike taxis. I got a motorbike taxi the other day. There was 3 of us on it, my local friend Sam and the motorbike driver. It was like a 10-minute ride maybe for like 50 cents. Obviously, naturally, the prices are hiked up if you're a foreigner, so keep that in mind. You won't be getting the local prices, and even if the locals are with you, the prices go up because they see, oh, this guy's got a Western friend, so he's got some money, which is not always the case, but yeah, that's transport, accommodation, and a little bit of the produce. You can eat super cheap if you eat like go to the markets. You can get like, if you want to get some fish or meat or vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, incredible vegetables for an incredible price, but just make sure that you barter with some of them. Some of them are really genuine, some are not so much in terms of making money, but I can understand it's a business, and that's how it works. Any other question, guys, about how safe it is, drop them down below and I'll do my best to reply to you. Let's have a look around this place and I'll show you what 30 USD a night can get in Nairobi. So let's start where we are. We're currently in the kitchen, and they even like stock the fridge and everything, you know. It's these little touches that you'd never get. There's some juices there for you, there's sauces, and if you want some eggs, there's eggs there. A whole loaf of bread. This is where the TV was on when I arrived. And they have a water filtration machine here, which I've never seen in an Airbnb, and that is such a great touch, because otherwise you have to go and buy plastic bottles. Really fast Wi-Fi, I tried it out before. Super fast. That's one thing about Kenya that's really cool, is how fast the internet is. We've got a dining room through this way. Super nice if you want to entertain your new local friends that you meet in the car park. I met some local guys before, some young kids in the car park, and they're like, do you have 2 cameras? I was like, yeah, I've got another one in the bag. And they're like, oh, can we have one? Here we have bathroom number 1. And here is bedroom number 1. So this is all for me, guys, but this is one of the best options on Airbnb in terms of price and location for where I need to go tomorrow. Here's my bedroom. Super nice, like looks extremely comfortable bed, I think. And the master bathroom ensuite. I'm in like a little gated community kind of thing here. You have to go through 2 security fences, so it's always a good sign. It's pretty safe. They've even got like all different kinds of shampoo and shower gel and body lotion and soap. Like heaps of the stuff too. See these little things, you know, they make a big difference. And back into the living room here. You can see that this is an absolute bargain. Alright guys, I am going to finish the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Any more questions, if I've forgotten anything, drop your questions down below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.